Today we're on the hunt for the best fake NEEDOH squishies. We're going to be comparing Amazon, Temu, and AliExpress to find out which is worth your cash and which one goes in the trash. Obviously, we need to compare the fake NEEDOH to the real NEEDOH, but these are sold out everywhere. To the point where scalpers are starting to sell this one for about $60. So I had to turn to Facebook Marketplace, and I felt quite shady doing it because it went something like this.
Which one would you like?
Oh yes, I'll take that one.
Good choice.
And helping us today decide which one is better, we have this tier list here, which has amazing, great, meh, and trash. Now the challenge for today is each one of its category can only go in one section. So for example, if we are going to compare Gumdrop Original versus Gumdrop Amazon, they can't both be amazing. Only one of them can be in a row. Starting off with the most basic of NEEDOHs, which is the Nice Cube, and this one is basically their flagship item. And again, this is the original that I was able to get from a scalper on Facebook for $30. So let's go ahead and open it. Aha! Right away we can tell this is real because it has the NEEDOH written right on top of it, and it is a sugar cube. So let's go ahead and give it a squish. Oh yeah, it definitely feels like a perfect squish with a little bit of that resistance, but very satisfying. It's like squishing a very resistant slime putty, but at the same time, here it is in real time where it goes back to its shape. So that's phenomenal, that's great. It feels nice. It really does feel like corn syrup. That's the best way I can explain it. Now for obvious reasons, I'm going to wait squishing all the other ones before I actually categorize them. So I think for now it's safe to say we're gonna put the original NEEDOH in amazing, but things can still be bumped around. Moving on to Temu. Now, as you can see, there are 4 different kinds that I was able to get on Temu. Starting off with the ocean themed one that has little embeds inside it, and it does look like it should technically, in theory, be pretty satisfying. And guess what? It was only $4.30. Again, the images look fantastic, so I'm really curious how the squish is going to be for this one. At first glance, we can see that there are the little embeds for the ocean theme with the little stars and everything. It does look pretty cute. The only thing I noticed is that it smells like gas. That's immediately the first thing I noticed. I was like, what's that smell? And the other thing I feel is that it is indeed sticky. Get a little closer to that finger. So it's definitely got a sticky texture to it. Now let's see what the squish is like. Ooh, okay. That actually feels really nice. Oh, I am very conflicted right now. This feels really good. And even with the little embeds in there, it has an extra layer of fidget. Now, I am bothered by the stickiness because I don't like that textural feeling, but it doesn't transfer to your fingers. And if you like the smell of markers, maybe this is an extra sensory effect. And it is a slow rising, so it does go back to its shape. Even after squishing it, you can see here in real time, it is going back. I don't know, this one has me feeling some sort of way because again, you can squish and feel the little embeds. Okay, I'm very conflicted because of the price tag. This one should be pretty high up, so I'm going to put this in great. But then in the same way, we got this from Temu for $8.43 for 2 of them. Again, that comes down to about $4.21.3. It's somewhere in there. And they're supposed to be satisfying. So we're gonna see, I feel like they may not be as satisfying as the other ones because they feel a little lighter, but they look pretty cute according to the pictures. Okay, not sticky. I'm refraining from squishing them. Easy, not sticky. So let's start off with the yellow. Yeah, it feels nice. It doesn't have as much resistance and it is less sticky. Oh goodness. And look at that, it comes back up to its shape almost immediately. So it's not as slow rising. And if we test out the blue one, let's give that a good squish. Yeah, same thing. It does feel good, but it doesn't have the same bite as the original NEEDOH one. But again, for $4 versus $30, I think it's safe to say that the Temu ones so far are still going to be, for me, let's turn these into images, still in great for now. Next, also from Temu for $3.29, we have these cute little cubes. Now, I'm not sure if these are going to be as squishy, but they definitely don't feel like they're dense. I mean, the colors are really pretty, but I feel like this must be, oh yeah, definitely. We have some woodland creatures looking at them. The woodland creatures are very happy, especially the bunny with the 4 ears. That bunny looks very intrigued with 4 ears. This is a fantasy world where fidget toys grow in the forest. Here we go. And here. Now these are pretty tiny, so they are approximately 1-inch cubes. And oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. These are definitely not NEEDOH, so I don't think it's going to be fair to compare these because they are not sugar cube. They are basically like mochi toys or mochi fidget toys. If you haven't seen mochi fidget toys, it's basically like these little characters that you see on screen here. And they can be pretty sticky, so it wouldn't be fair to compare these because it's not in the same category. So I think we're just gonna ignore that. And let's move on to AliExpress. And the AliExpress cubes look really nice. The satisfying squish in this video looks fantastic. And even a description says, "Shilling NEEDOH nice cube." So they're really using the brand name here to lure us in. And for a pack of 4, it cost me approximately $8.40, which to be fair would have been cheaper to just get them individually. I noticed that after I purchased it. But we are here to compare and to see whether or not this is worth getting instead of a real NEEDOH if the real NEEDOHs are not available. Again, they are sold out on their own website. And funny story, I also got scammed by NEEDOH Canada. It said NEEDOH Canada and I bought from it. And it turned out to be a scam website that took my credit card. So don't do that. Don't get from that website. I had to cancel my credit card.
This is a sham.
At first glance, the original NEEDOH box is smaller versus the fake one. And I don't know why. The fake one is a little confusing because right here it says 14 plus. And in the same set, I have a box that says 3 plus. So which one is it? I don't know. But the box designs are pretty similar. If you look all the way around, they really tried to make it look as real as possible. Even the graphics in the back, they added some stuff. The colors are pretty similar too, just a little bit more muted. So let's check it out. Even the opening experience is basically the same. It's just this box feels less premium. Oh, and it's wrapped up too. Okay. Yeah, it still smells like gas. Now, first thing I notice is that it is not sticky, so it really does feel like the original NEEDOH. So now let's see how it squishes. Interesting. It squishes nicely, but it's missing that solid, how to explain that, resistance that NEEDOH has. And even this one from Temu has the same squish, bite, or resistance that the original one has. Now, as good as this one feels, it's not as good as the original NEEDOH. It still feels good. It feels great, but not as good as the Temu one either. It's kind of in between this one and that one. You know what? Let's try different colors. Maybe different colors have a different resistance. Orange. And okay, this one actually feels pretty good. It has more of that resistance to squish, so I think the orange one is better. Purple. This one smells like cologne, weirdly enough. And the squish, yeah, that one feels closer to the blue one. It doesn't feel as satisfying as the orange. Pink. Oh, this one definitely feels much softer. So far, out of the 4 colors, orange was definitely the best one. So they're still pretty good. I have to say, if you've never touched a NEEDOH, these would be still up there, especially considering the price tag. So now with all of that said, we're going to be getting some shuffling going around. The Neato cube is staying exactly where it is and amazing. The Temu cubes are actually going to be bumped down to meh, just because of the inconsistencies between the shape cube, the ocean cube, and the extra tiny ones that were more like mochi. Which means our AliExpress cubes are going to be engraved. And honestly, if you haven't touched a Neato cube, you should be fine. And now for the famous gumdrop. I've never touched a Neato gumdrop before, so I'm really curious what makes this amazing, what's fantastic about it, and why was this $30? So let's see what this is about. And the first thing that stands out to me is that it is definitely very textured, so it does give us a different sensory fidget feel to it. So let's get you out before we squish you. Okay, it's definitely pretty small, and we know this is real because we have the Neato logo right on top. So let's go ahead and squish. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, that actually hurt my thumb. That is a very dense squish, and not in a way that I like it. I guess if you were more muscular, you would choose this over the cubes, but for me personally, that is not it. Even the texture is okay, but just the squishing experience of this is absolutely a huge no for me. I don't like this, not one bit. For $30, never again. It just feels too dense, and there's nothing satisfying about it. So for now, I'm going to go and maybe controversially shove this one in the trash. For now, who knows, maybe my gumdrop experience is better elsewhere. Which brings us to Amazon. And for this set of 4, it cost me approximately $30. Now I can't find the listing anymore, but here's what it looks like on AliExpress. I feel like Temu, Amazon, and AliExpress just kind of interchange each other with the same product. So here we go, Amazon. And so at $7.50 each, if it's really satisfying, it might be worth it more than just grabbing the original gumdrop. Unfortunately, the packaging has definitely seen better days. Thank you, Amazon delivery. Oh, what the shrimp? That is not a gumdrop. What is that? Or maybe it is. Jackie, calm down. You're an adult. Calm down. You know what? Let's just go ahead and open it. Oh, I get it. It says it comes with a splash stand. Interesting. Oh. Oh, you're getting 2 pieces. Look at that. It's almost like a dragon egg. I think I like this drop look better. And if you look at this really closely, you can see that there are cute little embellishments on the inside. It's kind of like a gold glitter. So it really has this impression of water or reflection. And let's feel it. Oh, okay. You know, this feels like the nice cubes. It's very satisfying. It has a nice resistance, but not too much like the original gumdrop. Original gumdrop is trash for me. This one, on the other hand, feels fantastic and smells like nothing. Let's try orange. And this one also comes with its own stand and the gold embellishments on the inside. Let's feel that squish. And it is, yep, as nice and resistant without too much resistance to hurt your joints for those of you who have any kind of chronic pains. So it's definitely nice feeling. I love this. Let's try the next color. Pink. Oh, okay, that one feels less filled. Feels a little bit more flimsy. Here it is on the stand. Again, the stands are great ideas because you can leave them on your desk and it won't be in the way of other stuff. But it definitely feels a lot softer without that nice resistance. Again, it has this cute embellishment, but I'm not crazy about the pink one. Oh, and it started leaking. Ew, look at that. So that one is actually pretty nasty. Whatever was at the top of this up here, I don't know if it's leaking. Oh, I think it's leaking. Yeah, oh, there you go. Yeah, it's absolutely leaking. And look at that. Definitely defective. So not good. Now for purple. And this one seems pretty intact. Again, the embellishments are really cute. Let's feel the squish. And it's very underwhelming. Okay. This one is also understuffed. It doesn't have that resistance. It just feels smushy without the oomph to it. So just to recap, too much oomph, not enough oomph. Now, before we make our decision on the AliExpress one and where it goes, we do have two tiny ones from Temu. So I'm curious how these are going to feel, and then we're going to judge both of them at the same time. And these ones from Temu are $6.14 for 2 pieces. So it's pretty expensive for $3, but then again, still 10% of the price of the original one, which was absolute garbage. So let's see. Now, I do feel a little clickbaited because when you look at the posting from the one on Temu, it clearly shows that there's a box that comes with it, but there was no box at all. So I don't know where they got that posting from. They definitely didn't lie about the size though, because we can see the size in the hand, which is pretty tiny. Again, they show it in the hand again. So the sizing isn't the issue, it's the fact that it didn't come in the promised box. But then if you look at the table with all the trucks and toys, the ratio is off. So I feel like we were getting mixed messages here. But it is what it is. Let's see for $3 what we're getting. Let's check out the orange one over here. Not sticky at all. Okay. I mean, the color is cute. I love the embellishments on the inside. Let's see that squish. No. No. Definitely less resistant and not a good way, but it's not sticky, and for $3 it still is pretty decent. I'm still judging it harshly, but I wouldn't say it's as satisfying as the larger ones, but it is cute because it's small, pocket size. You can put it in your hoodie, although it might catch too much lint. Let's check out the pink one because apparently different colors have different resistance. And pink again, very cute. Let's squish. Same thing, it's not as satisfying. So it's disappointing to say the least, but the embellishments are cute, so can't be extra mad. Let's start backwards with the Temu drop right here. So let it float it around kitty editor. Very nice floaty. Oh my goodness, it did a floopsy. That's very nice. And I think I'm seeing a pattern here. We're gonna go ahead and shove the drop from Temu in meh category. Meh. Oh, let's go. Coming down from the top here, we have our AliExpress drop. And this one was honestly satisfying more so than the actual original NEEDOH. The pink one was obviously defective, so let's not think about that. But price, squish, value-wise, we're gonna shove that in great. Not amazing, but great. Now, another extremely popular NEEDOH product is this popsicle. I've seen this everywhere for up to $70 each. Again, luckily I was able to get this from an outsource for $30, and they would not budge on the price at all. So I was able to get this one, which is the original, but I was also able to find it on Temu. So I'm curious what the difference is on both of them and which one's better than the other, or if both of them are absolutely trash and I don't like them. So obviously we need to start with the original because we need to have an idea of what it's technically supposed to feel like. So, okay, weird. It comes in a little container. It smells like gas, actually. Gumdrop smells like butt. Popsicle, yeah, absolutely like gas. And the cube, like nothing. But okay, first things first, I do notice that the colors are pretty vibrant and that's really cute. The stick is actually also a squishy from what I can see. So first impressions, this is actually pretty cute. But the most important thing is not just going to be the actual look of it, it's going to be the functionality. For many of us here, we have neurospicy, so we want to make sure that what we get is worth it. Oh, also a sugar cube, which means it should have some nice resistance. Oh, okay. Yeah, it definitely has a very thick resistance to it. You can feel, oh, this actually feels nice. You can even hold it this way from the stick and squeeze it. So it's not as firm as the gumdrop, but it feels as nice as the actual cube. So this feels nice. Would I hold it from here? no, because I'm already starting to cramp because it's small. So I'm not sure how I feel about the stick. Just because of the balance of the weight, I definitely don't think I would hold it from here. But yeah, the squishiness of it feels like a cube. So if I had to choose between this and the cube, I would personally just get the cube because I feel like the stick is just, it's in the way and it's not offering anything. But before we judge it, let's try the Temu version. And as you can see, these ones from Temu came in at $10 for 2 of them. So that's $5 each. Huge difference from the $30 that you have to find them somewhere on the internet. And for some reason, they keep showing it inside the baggie. Why is no one taking it out of the baggie? Why is nobody taking it out of the baggie? Oh no, I just realized. We're gonna open this. Oh, why is she crying? Yeah, okay. Why is she crying? It says stress reduction solution. When you're crying, when you have pressure, when you're busy, and then of course the stress reduction comes when you're worrying. So you definitely need to get yourself an enclosed popsicle squishy. It helps. But you see, the baggies look different. They definitely look different from the next pictures. So let's see what's up with that. So if I were to use it the same way they were showing in the posting with the bag still inside, it's not even a Taba squishy. If you don't know what Taba squishy are, it's basically a cute little character or dessert that you can squish them to oblivion and then they come back to their shape. I made an entire video about Taba squishies if you're interested in that, but this is not a Taba squishy. Is this just, okay, the popsicle stick is also squishy. I don't think it's going to be that sticky, but there really is only one way to find out. Oh, that smells delicious. It smells like vanilla. That is so weird, but okay, let's pull you out. It feels like mochi. It feels like a mochi squishy, very sticky, and there's no actual squishiness to it and no bounce back. So this is not even, oh, okay. It's so floopsy, but it smells fantastic though. And here they are side by side. You can clearly tell that the NEEDOH one is clearly nicer quality, and you can see that you can push the squishy in and it's going to come back right up into its original form. This one is just a mochi. So there's really nothing about this that is similar to that. So we've been clickbaited because I did write NEEDOH, and this versus this. Not the same. I can't even hold it up. Hang on. Come on. You could do it. No. Okay. Oh. Come on. I'm trying to get you to stand up, man. No. Okay. So I think for the amount of hype that this NEEDOH popsicle gets, I'm gonna go ahead and get it up here. And I'm just going to be honest. For me, it just goes into meh. I just don't see the point of it, other than it's cute. Which means clearly the one that is from Temu, we don't even have to introduce it. Let's just pop it up here, kitty editor. I'm glad you're having fun with that popsicle. Okay, kitty editor. Okay. You know where you're putting it. Like, no, not there. No, nope. Yes, exactly. We're putting it in trash. Now I do have one more thing I really tried to get my hand on when it comes to the NEEDOH originals, but I just couldn't. The gummy bears were so sold out. Couldn't find them when I got scammed on NEEDOH Canada. Couldn't get them on marketplaces, and just couldn't find any scalpers who would sell it to me. What's up with the bears? But you know what? I was able to get my hand on the AliExpress version, so let's check them out. So let's start off with the blue one. Oh no, I think it might be leaking. So there seems to be a little crusty on here. I'm hoping it's not leaking, but it's possible. Yes, definitely crusty. Oh gosh, it's definitely leaking. Uh-oh, ew. Okay, that's nasty. Here's the bear. Definitely understuffed, and there's not enough of that resistance, so yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, nope, sticky, ew. I'm usually not this negative with fidget toys because I love fidget toys, But I feel like because something is sold out, you expect a lot from it. I just don't know which influencer promoted this and why it's sold out, because we also did the NEEDOH advent calendar. If you want to check that out, I highly encourage you to. Let's check out pink. My hands are still sticky. Let me wash this.
A few moments later.
All right, hands are not sticky. Let's go with pink. And again, very flimsy, not satisfying one bit. So I'm not seeing it yet. Let's try other colors. Orange. No, and it is leaking at the bottom. No. I think the shape might be too complicated for them to actually get it right. So it does feel a little more dense than the other ones, but I wouldn't touch that. No to sticky. Purple. And again, this one has definitely got no resistance whatsoever. It's just kind of meh. It's almost floopsy. It doesn't hold its shape really well. Definitely not satisfying. And how's the bottom? Bottom looks sealed, so I think it's okay. But I just don't see it for this. So let's get that bear right over here, and this is pretty straightforward. I don't think I would ever recommend it, even as a cheap fidget toy, costing again around $30 for 4 of them. So for me, straight to trash. Let me know your experience with NEEDOH, and do you think my rating is fair? It looks like the only thing that was the best thing ever are the NEEDOH original cubes. Coming into a close second with the AliExpress cubes and the Amazon drops. So don't spend these scalper prices. Don't do it. Don't go on eBay. Find cheaper alternatives. Or heck, I would recommend this one. 100%, very close. I would not know that this was not original NEEDOH. This is perfection. Almost. If you want to watch more fidget toys, make sure you check up here. I definitely checked out the dumplings as well. And if you want to check something different and crafty, make sure you check down here. Until then, I will see you grains in the next video.